What's up, YouTube? This is RKO Legend Killer 687. This is my first video, and I'm going to be doing my predictions for the WWE 2010 Royal Rumble. I don't want to apologize if it's not up to par with some of the other prediction videos, but let's get down to it. Sorry, I'm watching Sports Nerves. Fucking Celtics lost to the Hawks for the 4th time this year. Ridiculous. Anyway, let's get to the wrestling. Starting things off, hopefully this leads off the card, the women's title match between Mickie James and the champion Michelle McCool. Big Michelle McCool fan. I think she's a great heel, good in-ring worker, dominant 7-8 month run as champion. This match could be pretty solid for a Divas match. Could go either ways. Mickie wants to pursue her country music career after, most likely after WrestleMania, so she won't be around that much longer. Regardless of who wins, I see this feud continuing. By the way, this is, in my opinion, one of the better Diva storylines in recent time. With all that Piggy James shit. That's kind of funny. So yeah, this could be a pretty solid match for a Divas match. After WrestleMania, after this, I see the feud continuing up to WrestleMania, maybe even throwing Beth Phoenix in the mix. It's been a while since WrestleMania's had a meaningful women's title match, so I see Michelle retaining. Next is the ECW title match. I don't really care about this match. I just think they could have picked a guy Christian's size, a heel his size, would work better. I picked Christian to retain. I haven't really seen enough of Big Zeke one-on-one. I saw him in a tag team match, caught some of that this past Tuesday on ECW. He was in a tag team match against Christian. It was like Zeke and Regal against Kane and Christian. Is okay. Christian, he's had good matches with Swagger and Regal. I just don't know how he'll do. He'll probably have to carry most of this match, to be quite honest. So I see Christian retaining. This could be an okay match, I guess. Just want to see how it'd be interesting to see how Zeke does. I see Christian retaining. I heard he's gonna drop the belt. It'll probably be an elimination chamber. I just don't see him doing it at the Rumble, because then Christian hopefully will go on to WrestleMania, Money in the Bank. Win it or not, he'll probably get drafted to Raw or SmackDown after. It's about time he goes after one of the big titles. I think everyone can agree with me on that. So yeah, Christian to retain in an okay match. Next is the WWE title match between Randy Orton and Sheamus. A huge Randy Orton mark. I'm just throwing it out there right now. I think he's great. Just everything about him. Next to Chris Jericho, he's the best heel in the business currently. Sheamus, not really too big of a fan of his. I was happy though when he took Cena's title away and that's not Cena's title, it never is. The title away from Cena at TLC. Sorry to all you little kiddies. Hell, I'm shocked Randy Orton's even in this position anyway. I can't even believe he won that triple threat match a few weeks back against Kofi and Cena. I thought Cena won it for sure because he's Superman. So yeah, I see Orton. I want to say Randy will win it. I just don't see it happening. I see Sheamus because I heard they're trying to go with a Sheamus Triple H feud in WrestleMania for the WWE title. Triple H is basically the main reason for this push Sheamus has been given anyway, past few months. So this could be a pretty good match. I like the heel versus heel aspect of it. They haven't really had a match together, so it'll be interesting to see how their chemistry is in the ring. Orton's a pretty good in-ring worker. Sheamus, he's still improving, so it should be okay. Sheamus had a pretty good match actually with Cena this past Monday on Raw before Orton interfered. So yeah, it should be an okay match if they allow for it. So I pick Sheamus to retain. Next is the World Heavyweight Championship match between Rey Mysterio and The Undertaker. I'm going to pick Rey to win. I just think, he's been on a nice little run lately, nice little roll. He's gotten a nice little push from WWE. Also, it's been a while since, he won his only world title back at WrestleMania 22 in 2006, so it's been 4 years almost now. I'd like to see him win another world title run, even if it's just for a month or two, I like the little guy. He's a hard worker. And Undertaker, I heard, is just so banged up, his knees, his back's bothering him. It's kind of a shame to see. So yeah, I think Rey will. They had a pretty good match. If any of you saw the Christmas night edition of SmackDown, it was only a 6 or 7 minute match because Batista interfered, but it was pretty good actually, pretty entertaining. the 10 or 15 more minutes were given to them, they could have blown the roof off that place wherever they were. So it seems like they have good chemistry. You know, Ray works well with everyone, I think, and I think Taker does too. Just a matter of how they're both feeling. Ray, you know, is holding off knee surgery until after WrestleMania. Undertaker is probably his last WrestleMania, unfortunately. But so yeah, you know, like I said, the WWE title match. This could be a pretty good match if Vince allows for it. But you know, Vince doesn't give a shit about what the fans want. Like he said on Raw, he's all about the money, all about his paper. So yeah, I see Ray pulling off the upset. And next, we will go to the Royal Rumble match itself. I'm going to give you guys a rundown of who's in it for those of you who don't know who's in it specifically. From Raw, you got John Cena, Triple H, Shawn Michaels, Ted DiBiase, Cody Rhodes, MVP, The Miz, Kofi Kingston, Mark Henry, Jack Swagger, The Big Show, Evan Bourne, Carlito, Santino Marella, and Chris Masters. And from ECW, you got Shelton Benjamin, Yoshi Tatsu, William Regal, Zack Ryder, and the Hurricane. From SmackDown, you got Batista, Chris Jericho, CM Punk, The Great Khali, Kane, and Matt Hardy. And John Morrison. So that's 25 guys. Now, I have a question mark next to Santino and the Hurricane's name because I heard they both got pulled. Santino might just be selling the beating he took from Swagger on Raw Monday. I don't know. I heard he actually, during commercial, it took him a while to get up, so he could actually be hurt. And the Hurricane, for those of you who haven't heard, he and Chris Jericho got arrested a few days ago out in Kentucky at a bar around 5 a.m. for public intoxication. Apparently Hurricane, they got in a cab, he and Y2J, and Hurricane actually hit a girl that was in the cab with him, and then when it came to a stop, he just ran. I wonder if he flew away. Sorry, that was lame. But yeah, so he's fucked. He's in hot water with WWE right now. So those two gone. That's 25. At least 5 open spots. Now, a lot of returns possible. You know, I've heard RVD is going to be in the Rumble. I'm a big RVD fan. Love to see him back, even if it was just for the Rumble. But I've also heard he might even do a short-term program up until WrestleMania, or even a little while after. But his wife has cancer, I guess, so it all depends on how that situation's going. So, but I'd love to see RVD back. It'd be great. Also, I heard Booker T, maybe. I like Booker. I like Book, man. He's 44 years old, so he probably wouldn't be around for only a couple more years, 3 years the max. So I'd like to see him back in the WWE ring. You know, he was fed up with TNA. I don't blame him. I mean, no offense, TNA fans. I'm not a fan at all. Just think that company's going right straight into the ground with Bischoff and Hogan at the helms. I will give you the one thing: you got AJ Styles. He's absolutely unbelievable. I will give you that. I've seen the kid; he's fantastic. But anyway, so yeah, I'd love to see Booker T back. We can go right to SmackDown, maybe. Have a chance to win another world title. It was the only world title he won in WWE back in '06 against Rey Mysterio at the Bash, Great American Bash, when he was King Booker. So yeah, and Edge. Pretty much is 100% confirmed to returning. Very excited. It's been a while to see since we last saw Edge. It's been a while since we've seen him as a face too. Apparently he's gonna. I don't know if he'll enter the Rumble. If there's that many spots left, I wouldn't be surprised if he comes in at number 30. And regardless, I heard it's gonna involve him and Chris Jericho. Whether he costs Jericho the match, and Jericho gets thrown out from behind, or Edge just eliminates himself and Jericho. And that's already one match set in stone for WrestleMania. I heard pretty much Jericho Edge, which that's going to be fantastic, let me tell you. I don't think Ted DiBiase is going to win it. He's just a mid-carder, hasn't even been in a world title match. It's just too soon. But the future holds great things for DiBiase, I'll tell you that. I'd love to see Morrison or Swagger, even Shelton Benjamin, any of these guys, but it's just frustrating, you know, Vince misuses these guys. I wouldn't be surprised if those three don't end up forget it. Never mind, I'm not going to mention it. But I heard it's going to come down to Triple H and Shawn Michaels. I'd love to see another feud between those two. Triple H, way too long. It's been since he was a heel, so. I see Triple H winning and going on to Mania to face Sheamus for the WWE title. But, you know, WWE has a tendency to surprise us at the last second, so. Alright guys, leave comments, let me know what you think, your insights, and I will be back maybe to make a review video. Peace.